Okay, this is Math 2. We're going to do 72 and 73. It says on graph paper, draw a rectangle with side lengths of 15 units and 9 units, and then reduce the rectangle by using a scale factor of 1 to 3. Determine the area and perimeter of both rectangles. Okay, so I'm not really sure why we're doing this on graph paper. So I'm just not going to do it on graph paper. So we'll see what happens. So with side lengths of 15 and 19, so here's the original. So this is 15 units. Sorry if you can't see. I'm doing this in pencil right now. 15 units and 9 units. And I'm going to go, give me a second, I'm going to turn it off, make the light a little less bright. Okay, reduce the rectangle by a scale factor of 1 over 3. So that would be, let's see, we're going to reduce this by a third. Okay, well, a third of 15 is, well, how much? So 15 times 1/3, right? So 15 times 1 over 3, that's going to give me 15 over 3. That's really just 5. Okay, so this becomes 5 units. And then 9 times a third, 9 times 1 over 3, that's 9 over 3. So that is 3. Okay, so this is 3 units. Okay, determine the area and perimeter of both rectangles. I'm pretty sure you can handle this yourself. Remember, it is a rectangle, not a square, so opposite sides are going to be congruent. And yeah, you should be able to finish this on your own. Okay. Jill's business hosting birthday parties for children has been very successful. She now offers a special party package for larger parties. For her large party package, wow, there's a lot of P words in here. The large party package, the party is held in a private room at a pizza parlor. Wow, this is so not funny. The pizza parlor charges $300 for the use of the room plus $7 per guest. There's another P word. Write a function that represents the cost per party. Oh my god, the cost per guest for a party. Oh my goodness, this is horrible. I just need to read that again. For her large party package, the party is held in a private room at a pizza parlor. Oh my god. Write a function that represents the cost per guest for the party. Okay, so $300 for the use of the room plus $7 per guest. Okay, so I guess to say, I'm assuming this is a linear function. So, a function. So y would be equal to, well, I guess you could use f of x equals to, it's $300 per, right? Plus an additional $7 per guest. So I'm going to say that x is equal to our guest numbers, right? Guest hashtags. If Jill charges $50 per guest for the party package, write a function to represent her profit. What? Okay, so let's see. I'm assuming it's $300 because she still has to pay the $300 plus. Well, if these guys charge $7, write a function to represent her profit. Her profit is not going to be $300. Her profit is going to be $45 per guest. So it's nothing. The cost per guest for her party. Okay, so that's $300 for the cost plus $7 per. She's making profit of not $45. Oh my goodness, $42 per guest. Okay, that's her profit, $42 per guest, and she starts with no profit because if no guests come, then she doesn't make anything. I'm assuming, yeah. Jill wants to make at least $100 profit each time she hosts a party. Write an inequality to represent the situation. What should she require as a minimum number of guests for the large party package? She wants to make at least $100. Okay, well, it should be easy to do. So, 40. Am I doing this right? I don't even know. I should probably check. Let's see if this makes sense. Okay, so $42 times the number of guests is how much her profit is, and she wants to make at least $100. So that means whatever number is whatever number of people show up times 42 has to be greater than $100, right? So let's see. So that would make it, what is the minimum number of guests? But no, that doesn't make any sense because she's going to lose $300 because she has to pay. Oh, that's where we're messing up. Okay. If one person shows up, that means she makes, oh goodness. Okay, so then minus 300. So she needs to go, oh, okay, that's why. Okay, that makes so much more sense now. So if one person shows up, right, she makes $42 in profit, but she has to take away $300 because you got to pay the $300 for the rental room. Okay, that makes so much more sense. So that means, okay, let's see. She charges $50 per guest. Yeah. Write a function represent her profit. Yep. Okay, so if one person shows up, right, she charges them $50, right, but her profit is $42, and then from her profit, whatever she has to do, she's got to pay the $300, right? Does that make sense? I probably should have checked the key on this before I did anything, but that's okay. I think we can see if this works out. Okay, so 42x minus 300 has to be more than $100. Okay, so what does that look like? So 42x. But her profit isn't going to be, her profit is 40, she makes 42. If I'm writing an equation representing the profit, it better be $42. No, 43, sorry, I keep saying 42. Does that make sense at all? Alright, well, let's see what we get. So 43x minus 300 is equal to 100. Okay, so 43x plus 300 equals 400. So x is going to equal, I bet you it's not 43. I bet you it's just 50. Well, that's silly. That doesn't make any sense. Her profit is not $50. So why would I do an equation that has 50 in it if the profit is really $43? Okay, 400 divided by 43 is going to be 9.3 something. I bet you it's supposed to be 50. 400 divided by 50 comes out to 8. So I bet you it's 8 people. Okay, well, let's see. So if it's equal to 8, if it's equal to 9.3. So let's say if it's equal to 8. So if 8 people show up at the party, so let's see how this is going to work. So that means the 8 people are going to show at the party. So that means she's going to charge them $50 per guest for the party package. So she's going to charge 50 times 8, right? That'll give her a total 50 times 8. What is that? Oh, yeah, 400. Duh. I don't even know why I did that. Okay, so that means she's going to charge, yeah, it was probably 50. Man. Okay, so 50, but that's not a function representing her profit. This thing's messed up. Okay, so pretty much do the same thing, but with 50. Okay, so that means she's going to charge them, 8 people show up, $50 a piece. That's $400 total. So the company, well, no, because that's $400. If you take away $300 for just the room rental, you're only left with $100 left over. But you still have to pay the people $7 per person. No, it's definitely 42. Okay, it's $42. No, 43. Sorry, I didn't mess that up. No, it's definitely 43. So at least 9 people actually have to show up. So here's how this is going to work. So 50 times 9. No, not 9. At least 10 people, because 9 is too. You won't make $100. You're going to make less than that. So $10. I mean, 10 people show up. So that means $500 per person. So that means, $500 for the entire party. Now, 500, this is how I'm going to check. 500 for the entire party. You take away 300 because you actually have to pay the room rental fee. You're left with 200, right? But the parlor actually charges $7 per person. So if you had 10 people show up, that would be 10 times 7. That would be $70 that you have to give in addition to the $300 for the room rental. So minus $70 leaves you with $130 profit. Okay, that's it. If you use this and do 9 instead, that means you're going to fall short. You're probably going to less than 100, so we can actually check that. If $50 per for 9 people, right, that's $450, minus 300 for the room rental, that leaves you with $150. But the parlor charges you $7 per person that shows up. So 9 times 7, which is going to give you, what is that? 63. Okay. If you take away $63 from 150, which what your profit would have been, so 150 minus 63, it leaves you with $87. So you're too short. So 9 people cannot show up. You definitely have to have at least 10 people show up. And you can see that in x equals 9.3. Since this was an inequality, if you put it on a number line, which I will do in a second here, as soon as I find an empty sticky. If you put it on a number line, it'd be somewhere where it was at 9.3. Right? So it'd be, here's your 0, here's 9.3, and it's an open circle. You can't have less than 9.3 people show up, so this is going to be false, whatever you do. This is probably going to be true, but obviously you can't have 9.3 people. That doesn't make any sense. So the reality is somewhere around 10, if 10 people show up or more, she's going to make over $100 in profit every time she's going to host this party. Okay, that was 72 and 73.